I'm Junon. I founded the group back in 2023 because community is something I needed. The group currently has grown to close to 1,100 individuals, from retired individuals, entrepreneurs, business owners, and people that just want to feel inspired and connected. We've partnered with Fox Point Farms every Friday at Feel Good Friday at 9 o'clock. Come join us. It's a beautiful community. Come and feel inspired, feel supported, and maybe you can inspire someone too. Let's connect. Welcome to the Heart of the Matter podcast. I'm Junon.
I'm Dr. Lisa Lewis, and we always have to say thank you to our sponsors, Bubs Naturals. We got a gift for you.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, Sean, for this.
Creatine.
Wow.
Apple cider vinegar gummies,
Wow.
my fave, and some collagen peptides.
Perfect.
All clean products. And again, Sean Lake and Bubs, they support local. So
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm Kelly Alhooie, so thank you so much for having me. Yes.
Thank you. And you spoke at the group, when was it, about a month ago?
I think a month ago, yeah.
It was so impactful. I mean, we had coffee and we talked about like kind of your background and just your talk. You're kind of natural at it. I mean, obviously you're a transplant to San Diego. Where did you come from?
Yeah, so I came from Virginia. So yeah.
Wow, okay. And what's the background?
Why I came? Why I came here?
Yeah.
So basically, we moved from Irvine, California to Virginia to be able to support my husband's dad that was having ALS. He ended up passing. And ultimately, we wanted to come back to the beach and live in California. So we decided to move to San Diego because it was by an airport that had a direct flight to Virginia.
Wow.
And by Whole Foods and by the beach. So we were just like, okay, let's go live our best life. So I sold a business, I sold a building, and I'm here and I have a free schedule and it's awesome.
That's
So,
amazing.
yeah.
Well, our condolences definitely about your father-in-law, but it
Thank you.
obviously was a blessing that you went out to Virginia and
Yes.
something was calling you back to California. What kind of business was that you had in Virginia?
Yes. So I had a pelvic floor practice. And so we helped anyone and everyone with like leakage, pain with intercourse, all the things, males, females, transgender, anyone and everyone we helped. So.
Wow. Okay. What led you to that practice or that kind of modality?
Yeah, so I just saw that there was a need. I started out in orthopedics, helping people with their low back. And I was a Pilates instructor for 22 years. And I saw that so many women were coming to me and they were like, you know, I have leakage, I don't know what to do. And I was like, I'm gonna solve this gap. And then it wasn't cool to be pelvic floor. Like no one even talked about it. We didn't even have any training in medical school on this. Like everything was extra. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go solve this, problem and let me start a practice because I knew I had to do it differently.
Wow.
And so that's what I did. I started a practice and.
That's amazing. Well, even like you said, you were solving a problem is if you can, I mean, you got vulnerable in front of the group and you told kind of your story about the accident that happened.
Yes. So I had an accident when I was 3 years old. I stuck my head in a banister. I could not get my head out. My sister pushed my head back out and I ripped my right ear off. So I cannot hear out of my right ear, which made me be able not to read, write, speak. I struggled in school my entire life. I was in all the learning disability classes that you could possibly be in, and all the way up until I was 18 years old. And my counselor, I remember, said, like, don't go to college. This is not for you. And I was like, watch me. And so I was just like, I'm going to show you, So I did. And, now I speak on lots of stages and all things, which is crazy because that just wasn't my thing at all. Yeah.
Gosh, good for you. So resilient.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy how somebody in your life can think that they can give you the best advice?
Right.
It's like, sir,
Right.
what do you mean? How
Right.
old were you when he said that to you?
Oh, so, young. It was all throughout school, but every single year they'd be like, I don't think she's going to make it to the next level.
Oh my God.
I don't think she's going to make it, and they always are doubting you. And you're like, all right, well, I'm just going to
I'll
learn
prove
differently and I'm
it.
going to show you.
Did you have like a mentor that kind of guided you through this, or were you just have an internal kind of fire that was like, watch, I'll prove it to you?
My mother was always my best and biggest believer. Always. She was like, you can do it, honey. And my husband was always like, no, don't do that. Cause he's very like safe and calm.
Right.
But my mom was just like, I know, I believe in you and you can do it. I'm like, all right, you just got to have one person to believe in you. And that's what makes it magic,
Good job, Mom.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Wow. And you obviously do have that fire because you have a passion. Every time you speak, it resonates with people because you have that passion for things. And is it Is it something that you have to work on, or you just naturally have that drive of like, you know what, I'm going to figure it out, let's go?
Yeah, and I think this is why I got rid of one of my, companies, is because I started to become less passionate about it. Not that I'm not passionate about it, but I'm just less passionate. And for me personally, I love to do things that I am passionate about because I will be all in. I'll give 110%, and it just lights me on fire. So anything and everything I do, I'm in. If I'm in it, I'm in it. And I just think it's just like, that's part of the secret sauce, is like to just be all in, Well,
I've seen it even with the group, because obviously you started coming to the group and you're all in. I see you going to different events and you're like, hey, and you're kind of a champion of other people.
Yeah.
You kind of, what I've seen is you want to help as many people.
100%. Yeah, that is my goal in life, especially women. I saw my mom growing up, and she's my inspiration. We didn't grow up at all with any money, single mom, 3 kids. She worked 4 jobs. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I saw her struggle. I don't want any women to have to go through all of that she went through, and to support us and just try to make ends meet. And that is my mission, is to be able to help, men and women. My passion is towards women, to be able to actually build and grow their businesses, because having my business, my first company, changed my life completely, gave me an insane lifestyle, gave me freedom to come here, and it completely impacted my life. And I want to change people's lives. And I think a lot of people say they want these things, but I'm a business coach, for those people who don't know. And I think, I've actually been able to do it. And most business coaches that say they're business coaches maybe haven't walked the walk fully yet. And I think that's a really big differentiator, that I've actually been able to do it. I have a free schedule. I have financially what I need, and I can do whatever. And I'm only 40, and that's amazing.
Good job.
So I think, and that's what everyone strives for.
Right.
But they don't know how to get there. And so that is my job, is to be able to guide people to not only have the time freedom they want, the money freedom, and be able to not only change their life, but their family's lives and anyone else around them.
Right. You're making an impact. Do you remember the first person or company or business that you helped?
Yes. The first one, she was a mom of 7.
Wow.
She was in Washington State. And she was sitting I remember being on the phone with her in her bed, in her bedroom. And she's like, Kelly, I'm only making $1,000 a month. And she's like, I got 7 kids. And her husband really wasn't that supportive. And within 3 years, she worked with me for 3 years, we got her to $70,000 a month in the very, very small town of Washington. Like, this is not a high populated area. She thought it was impossible because she was in a small town.
Right.
And she was a cash-based practice. And now she makes over $100,000 a month.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that.
And changed her life. Now she has 2 homes. She's just is about to move. But yeah, it's crazy.
And I've always said too, like, obviously, like, my son is my legacy, but it's also the impact I make on people.
Yes.
The impact you're making. I mean, it's changing lives.
It's
changing
not only that, but yeah, the family's lives, and then it just trickles. Yes. The patients' lives, because we also coach practitioners on how to like treat their patients as well. So yeah.
Was that the point where you're like, I can do this? Like,
yeah, like, it gave me confidence. I think first I had to prove it to myself.
Right.
So like, because I was able to do it, and so within 2 years, I grew to $1 million practice. Within 3 years, I grew to multi-million-dollar practice. And because I was able to do in that timeline, it was the fastest the industry has ever seen. And they were like, Kelly, how do you do this? And I was like, all right, I'm going to vertically integrate. I'm going to put all this in systems. And then guess what? I'm going to hand it to you so that you don't have to do the payroll.
Yep.
And you know exactly what to do. And that's why I do business coaching. And so now I've been able to take my model from pelvic and then now transfer it into anyone that's in the healthcare space, so health and wellness, and be able to, because it's the same thing. Sales, marketing, systems, AI now, ads, and it's basically the same stuff, right? So as long as I can take that and replicate it, I put it in actually any business. I promote healthcare, but technically, you can do it to any business.
Brandon, what's going on? This is gonna be our biggest deal. We can't be down.
I don't know, man. I've been trying to reach tech support for hours now. They're not responding. They said they're probably not gonna get back to us for the next couple days.
Tennessee Tech told you this was gonna happen. Let's call them right now. They do the tech support, cybersecurity, they can help us.
Let's do it. All right, team, great job. Because of Tennessee Tech, we were able to present this and close it. Good job, team.
It's funny how you brought up like how some business coaches don't really walk the walk. Like maybe they got this business degree at some cool school, but it's like, did you own a business?
That's correct.
No.
That's correct.
You did own a business,
Yes.
and it sounds like they were lucrative.
Yes.
What year was that you opened your first business?
2020. And the day before,
Oh my gosh.
the day before COVID hit, I quit my job.
Wow.
I had $800 in my bank account.
Oh my goodness.
$800 and $230K in student loan debt.
Jeez.
My husband almost murdered me. Yes.
Yeah.
But you probably gained this awareness in real time that had to happen, fast.
There was no plan. There was no plan B.
Right.
And I tell everyone, once you're in, I'm an all-in kind of person.
Yeah.
Like once you're in,
I love this.
you're
I'm
in.
energized as
You know
fuck.
what I'm saying? Like you got to be in.
And you have to have a strong belief in yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Like I'll figure
a
it
deep
out.
why.
Yeah, and you have to take a bold action. It takes a big step to do that, and you did it.
Yes, and I said, like, my mother was the only person that said, do it. My husband literally got so mad at me, walked out on me, and he was like, you're gonna make us live in a tent, no joke. And I was prepared to live in a tent the next month if we had to, because I was like, I cannot go and continue to work for this company and be here in Virginia. I just couldn't do it. I was like, I'm done,
Was
That's
that an
amazing.
orthopedic practice? I get it.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes practitioners think I have to work for somebody for the rest of my life.
Yes.
And maybe it's not going to be a perfect fit, but I got a job.
That's right.
Like,
That's
you
right.
don't have to do that.
Right.
Right.
Good feel.
Yeah. So I just took the reins in my own hands and I was like, all right, we're going to do this.
Well, the most successful entrepreneurs, because obviously we have 8,100 people in the group. There's a lot of successful people, but there's a lot of people trying to figure it out. The common theme with people that are extremely successful is that inner belief, that take a chance, I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And really the passion, what's their why? Like they clearly understand what their why is and what their purpose is. They just follow it regardless of if they're going to make money or not.
That's right. I just knew I was really good about helping pelvic floor.
Right.
I was, I've been doing pelvic floor for 16 years, like I said, before I got popular. So I was one of I wasn't the exact starter, but I was, one of the originals-ish.
Yeah.
And so I just knew I was really good and ahead of the game. And I was like, I'm going to take over the entire market. So that's what I did.
16 years you're super original.
I was super ahead.
Yeah.
Super original. I don't think I even knew about pelvic floor physical therapy until probably like 2016. And
Yeah.
I was probably, that was like a little turning point. But nowadays in 2026, it's like every pregnant woman, every postpartum woman,
Yes.
men even are seeing pelvic floor
100%.
PTs. But 16 years ago, you were probably one of the only ones.
Yeah.
And on the East Coast.
Yes, yep. And so how I started the business, and this is helpful, I think, for people to know, is it's about community building. And this is exactly what you guys do, right? So I admire that so much because I'm like, this is key, right? You can do ads all day long, but nothing can take away your community.
Right.
And so when I came to Virginia and no one knew me, I was like, okay, I got to figure this out. So I did a Be Well Women Summit, got 40 locally women-owned businesses, went on Zoom, had 1,500 people for a 2-day event on Zoom.
Amazing.
All from a mom's Facebook group that had 35K people in it.
Wow.
And I was like, we're going to promote this. So I just tag team with her. And so each business got 20 minutes to talk. They actually gave value to whoever was on. And that is how, because I promoted their businesses, then it came back in tenfolds to the company.
That's the biggest thing. I feel like that act of service, it does come back. And a lot of people, you kind of chase things and you hold on too tight.
Yeah.
If you kind of let go and then put it in the systems, follow that whole process, it works out.
It really works out.
Yeah.
So that took the company from, they just launched it.
That's great. And then you, a few months ago, you had kind of a seminar?
mastermind.
A mastermind, right?
Yes. Yeah.
How many have you done?
I'm probably, I don't know, at least like 40.
Wow.
Yeah, so I host in-person events currently now at this company called PelviBiz. So we help anyone in health and wellness grow their businesses. And basically, my higher tier programs, we have in-person events. We do big photo shoots because we want to get their content.
Yeah.
We take them on yachts. We just have fun, right? We have a lot of time, but we also make sure that we're moving the business forward.
Right.
So for me, it's like I kind of was the inventor in our world of retreats and not just like classroom style, because I wanted activities I really believe teach you a lot than just someone talking at you. So I structure activities that actually move things forward and give you a lesson, and then we'll also, mastermind on your business. So I like to do both of those together. And so yeah, they come in town. We do we do stuff over Zoom as well, and I do big events. So
Yeah, I've seen it. I mean, it's extremely well organized, and the energy that you have for it. But a lot of times people will do seminars or they'll go to retreats and you learn something, but then when you leave, you don't really implement it.
Right.
I feel like the way you teach it, the way you kind of instruct people, it's like a ready-made business ready to just take off. It's like, literally, if you want to scale,
that's right.
I feel like this is it.
And that's how I do my coaching calls. Like a lot of people that do coaching do like, 1 weekly call. I don't do that. I do 1 month. Every single month, we have a 6-hour call. The reason why it's 6 hours is because I have realized, because I've taken so many coaching programs myself, that you need time to implement. So on the call, I'm not just talking and teaching you. I'm walking through with you exactly what you need to do. So you leave the call not overwhelmed. You leave the call saying, oh my God, I actually focused on my business today and got stuff done.
And it's almost like a seminar in itself, that coaching call with you.
Right.
Have you ever had like a therapist or something and you didn't have anything to talk about because you just talked to them a few days before or a week before, and it's like nothing new, but once a month is a real deep dive into what's actually been happening.
Yeah, because I realize business owners, they don't take time to audit. And that's the biggest thing, is that how are you supposed to know your bottleneck?
You're right.
You don't know your bottleneck. If you're not auditing, especially these days with AI and everything, everyone is auditing now everything. So it's actually hyper-focused so that you can hit the target 10 times faster. But if you're not auditing, you can't hit the target. So we have to audit. I help them with that. And then I see, okay, and then it's just an output. This is the problem. Very clear. All right, now here's the solution.
We got to audit the group. I mean, come on.
We should audit the group.
We should have. No, we're gonna do this. They try to make sure there's enough film. We got 6 hours to go. So,
good idea.
Yeah. And again, it's like the impact that you make, even the energy they have. It gets me going. I'm like, all right, let's go. That's
inspiring.
Yeah, it really is.
And I'm sure the people in your masterminds are like, I can do this.
Yeah.
After talking with you.
I hear a lot of people when they first start, they're like, Kelly, I have to borrow your energy and your belief in me because I don't have it just yet. I'm like, okay, perfect. Borrow it right now. Go do it. And then from here, we're going to build you.
Yeah.
And part of the whole process, and this is what I coach this significantly, is that it's not about the tactile. It's about me helping build you. When I build you into the better human,
I love
then
that.
you're unstoppable. Nothing can take you out. I don't care if your whole staff leaves. I don't care if, every system goes down, it doesn't work. But when you build you and actually give you energy, how can you have a bad day? You can't.
I love this. And so, I do 4 coffees a day, and that's typically a lot of the conversations I always say, and I always say it on the podcast as well, is I see every person at their highest, but typically we don't see ourselves at the highest. And my goal is to have you see what I see.
Right.
And that's the most difficult part because, again, you get put in this box. So you're comparing yourself to other people. You're all these different standards. But when you strip it all down, it's really about you. What do you feel? And so I love this. This resonates.
Yeah, and how much that you can build. So it's like, I need you to work out. Like, I literally need you to work out because that is going to build your energy, right? I need you to give to yourself. Most women, we don't ever give to ourselves. So I need them to take care of themselves because it's the last thing that they do. The next thing is mentally, I've got to have you like in the game. So, my clients have access to me every single day. And so if they feel stuck or they feel down, just tell me what the problem is and I will be over there sending you a nice message like, let's freaking go.
Right, the motivation, yes. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There should be an app where you just push it and you hear.
It says, let's freaking go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Absolutely. Do you have a certain type of health practitioner that you love working with? Or are there any practitioners that you're like, this is kind of a unusual business model they have or different kind of modality that they have?
Yeah, great question. So we work with cash-based practices. So like NPs, MDs, DOs, physical therapists, occupational therapists, nurse practitioners, doulas, midwives, functional medicine, wellness coaches. Those are the people that we help cash. Because we don't want to deal with insurance because you can't scale that model because it's just an ever...
That's a cap.
Yeah, there's a cap. So we don't want a cap. So we don't want you to be capped. And we want you to live your best life. And so to do that, we want to help you scale in a cash-based model.
How good was that episode?
So good. Let's celebrate.
Where do you want to go?
JoJo's Creamery.
Ooh, my favorite. Look at all the flavors.
They even have vegan.
Ooh, awesome.
Hi, welcome in, you guys.
Hi, thank you. How are you?
Good. Is there anything I can get started for you?
My go-to is peanut butter cup and coconut almonds.
I'm gonna do coconut mounds in a cup, please.
All right, that'll be $15.85.
All right. Wait, my wallet.
June, you can use repegs.
Oh, that's right.
And you guys get 2 free cookies with those.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Repegs is so easy to use. Thanks a lot.
It's funny, I was on somebody else's podcast and they were like, how do you recommend somebody looking for a prenatal chiropractor in their town to find somebody? And I was like, call them and ask if they take insurance. And if they don't, that's probably a good chiropractor.
That's it. Because here's the thing that people don't realize. If you're at a network, you actually have to be good.
Right.
Right.
When you are in network, that's why I do never go into in network, because when you're in network, you get fed patients. And so why do you have to be good?
True.
Great point.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I always say this too, this is like now off topic, but if you go to insurance, you're managing symptoms. If you actually go to cash, you're actually going to solve your problem, because when you're managing symptoms, you can only be approved for so much. It's this period of time. And so if you just want symptom management, then go insurance. If you actually want your problem solved and it never come back, then go cash.
Definitely.
Wow.
So at the group, we have lots of different types of modality practitioners. Some of them are non-licensed type of like healing practices. Does your coaching still apply to their types
100%.
of business?
Yeah. Any healers, that's what they would be, call themselves like healers or breathwork people. 100%. Yeah.
I kind of feel like too, I mean, obviously you specialize in like the healing arts, but I feel like you're just kind of concept, your systems.
It literally goes to any business.
Right.
Yes. Yes. You need to niche down so people know what you do.
Sure, yeah.
But really, if you guys are struggling and you just like, literally, if you're like, hey, I just really need someone to like talk things out with, I'd be happy to do it for free and just be like, hey, let's talk about it. Let's,
8,000 people are going to contact her.
No, I mean, seriously, I'd be happy to do it for free, just because when you have someone else look at your business, you like see things like I'm the wider view, you're the in it, right? So when you have that overview, I would see things that maybe you aren't seeing.
Yes. And I think that's why too, since I'm doing so many coffees for the last 3.5 years, we've been able to start 92 different startup companies. And I've been able to help companies scale, but it's because of that outside view. Because you get stuck in your own little echo chamber where you're like, I got to figure this out myself. I got to figure this out. And then we just have a coffee conversation. And a lot of times they already know the answer, but they just need to talk it out.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's what I need to do. And so, at being a third party, just to be,
yes.
I think it's
it's so helpful. I can't tell you. I've had so much business coaching. No, I did not go to business school, but I had so much business coaching that I can tell you that is the thing that has amplified and, 12x, 100x my output.
Well, go back to that, because you did say, I remember when we met, you said you hired a lot of different coaches and you asked a lot of questions.
Yeah.
What was that process like?
Yeah, so I think coaches could be really good for different things that you're wanting or different gaps. So like I hired Jesse Itzler. I don't know if you guys know him. He's the big ass calendar guy. I hired him because I knew I wanted to put on events that actually teach lessons. So I'm like, he's the go-to for that. So let me hire him. And then I just tweaked it to the Kelly version and brought it back to my people, right? So like, that's just like one example. I knew I needed to understand really sales. So I think there was a guy in here that does cars. Well, Andy Elliott, he's the car sales guy. Okay, great. So I'm gonna go solicit him to get more sales training, right? So every single coach to me had a purpose, because I want to pick the best of the industry.
I love it.
So I'm seeking out the best because I have high standards. I want my clients to have high standards that I work with. And so I only go get the best and then bring it back to my people.
You know what I love about that too is because I'm a martial artist, and it's like people that fight MMA. They have to learn jiu-jitsu, judo, boxing, all that. Yeah. That's all you did. You just applied kind of that concept of martial arts of finding the expert in each field, fine-tuning it and putting it together, and then turning it into your own thing.
Turning it into my own thing, exactly. Yeah. Right. Because then that's how you tweak it to really, that's why I think, again, our program is different, because I can really speak health language.
Right.
And, you can hire a marketing agency, but they don't know how to promote pelvic floor. They don't know how to promote, if, I don't know, you had a skin issue, we work with a dermatologist, like they don't know those words.
Right.
So that's why what makes us unique is A, I am a doctor, and so I can speak doctor language, and B, like we know how to, we're in the medical field, so we can know how to market that specifically instead of just like a general agency being able to be like, how do I do that? You know, they just don't do it well.
Right.
So
Definitely.
yeah, that's kind of our niche, is like, that's why we can really speak to it. And we've hired so many agencies that have just, you know, not done well. And we're like, screw this. Screw this.
You'll
We're
just
going to
figure
figure
it
it out.
yourself. That's what I always say too for people.
Yep.
I mean, if you're an entrepreneur, you have that, again, that inner belief, but you'll figure it out. It's kind of the same thing. It's like, if you don't have it, build it. It's
Yeah.
kind of like, I needed a community, so I built the group.
Yeah, I love that.
I needed the men's group, started the men's group. So it's
Yeah.
like, you know, if you can't find it, then figure it out.
Yeah, I love that. And I want to say something too about the group is I can't tell you how appreciative I am of you guys, because this group has been so amazing. Like I have lived in 5 different states, and I have lived, you know, New York, Georgia, Virginia, Portland, Oregon, and here, and Irvine. And I can't tell you like how big the community is here, and it's just so amazing. So it speaks to you guys as well, because,
Yeah.
you know, it's always about the leaders.
Right.
So when you're able to lead a community like this and really keep the community and it not, you know, morph into something that just is like, ugh, I think it really speaks to what you guys do and the mission and the people and the whole thing. And so I think you really, I think for those people that don't know about the group, I tell everyone, okay? For those people that don't know about the group, okay? I really tell everyone to come, because I really believe it's not just a group. It really kind of feels like family, even though I walked in, I don't know anyone.
Right.
And I came literally from across the freaking coast. And like I said, I'm all in. Like
I love
you
it.
just keep seeing the same people and you start to make friends. And I think the day and age of AI is going to force us even more to want community. And so I think it's such a massive impact as well, having the group here that you guys do. I mean, it's really amazing.
I love it. Thank you. Well, and the thing too, I appreciate it. And the reason why I always say the group is the way it is, the community is the way it is because people like you that want community. And it's not even, there really isn't a secret sauce to the community, because it's just as old as time. Civilization started with the village mentality of everyone helping each other. We got so siloed and everything happened so separately that because of COVID and because of AI, I feel like people just crave that human connection. And you're seeing it on Fridays.
Right.
People show up, and we started the different chapters to kind of thin out Fridays. But what's funny is that people now are going to every chapter plus
And Friday. I know.
So
I know.
it's because they want to, I mean, why wouldn't you want to be around
I know.
friends and family?
And you guys got to remember, entrepreneurship is freaking lonely.
Yes.
Right? It's freaking lonely. So like when you have something that you know that you can actually go to and like see people, because many of us work from our house or the office or whatever, right? Then you're like, okay, like I'm going to go see my people, and they get me. Like I don't have to explain, you know, whether or not like I want to make this deal happen or not. I don't have to explain that like, hey, I'm busy. Like normal friends you'd have to do that with, but like entrepreneurs, they get it.
Yes.
Right.
You know?
Definitely.
Exactly.
Thanks, June, for starting the group.
Well, again, I thank everyone, because it's you, it's everyone that's been a part of it. And the thing too is what I love about it too, because it's something I needed. I moved here 20 years ago. There was this lack of community, lack of really like core friends. Jiu-jitsu, yes, but that's like its own community.
Right, right.
What I need is kind of the entrepreneurial community. The great part about it is that it's not just business. I mean, now people have found love within the group.
Oh, I know.
Friends, they do
It's
pickleball.
literally just friends, yes.
And it gives you the power to do so much more, because now you feel supported on a personal level.
Right.
We had our next quarter of the men's group last night. The conversation was amazing. It was just my back, thank you for helping with my back. My back went out. It always goes out. I'm 72. But the conversation, I think part of it was because of things that are going through my head, and to be able to have people that I never would have had this men's group had it not been for the group, to be able to have a conversation. And we have a women's group on Wednesday. So
yeah. And I think that's so important, that business, when I talk about business, I actually just think about it like life. And I tell my crew this all the time. It's not business and then life. It's an integration. I hate the word balance. There's no balance.
Right.
So if people believe in that, there's no balance. Okay. It is a integration. So you integrate everything in your business is actually life, and everything in your life is actually business. And when you can combine those two, you have to be passionate about it, because it's the same stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And if you have kids, bring your kids along.
Yes.
Do the freaking workshop and bring your kid along, right?
Yeah.
Like, you can experience
It's so
it soon.
sweet. I've been noticing so many people bring their kids. And it's fun because the group is very vulnerable.
Yes.
That's actually when I started seeing the numbers really go up.
Right.
Is what maybe 9 months ago, and we had our own presentation at the group, and you
Right.
got vulnerable and
Yeah.
told your story. You're vulnerable and are so honest about your story. You're vulnerable with your clients. They tell them, they tell you their story. That's when things really start to
Yes.
grow. And
Yeah.
to say, okay, I don't know what to do right now in my business, or I don't know what to do right now with my kids
In
in
life.
summer.
Yeah.
I have to bring them with me. It's like, watch what growth happens when people are honest. And
Yes.
it's like, I don't know everything.
Right.
I need some help.
Yeah,
I
well,
need some answers.
It's being authentic, because the thing too is like,
Yeah.
especially with AI and social media, everything looks perfect.
Right.
You're constantly saying everything, vacations are perfect, everything, business is perfect. This person, you have this image of somebody because you're like, wow, they have it all together.
Right.
Nobody has it all together.
I-
Everyone struggles, and to be authentic and genuine, and when you get vulnerable, that resonates. You're like, oh wait, they're just like me. And so that really connects the community. That's why I always tell people, they ask about the 5-minute features. They always ask for advice, and they're like, I'm going to present this. I've been practicing. I'm like, don't practice.
Right.
Do you believe in what you do? Do you know what you do? Or what's your why? That's it.
Yeah.
Tell your story, be vulnerable. And I promise you, if you're vulnerable, you're going to resonate with that right person.
Yep. No, that's so true. Yeah. And it's funny because when you hear people to give their different,
Yeah.
feels,
Right.
there are big differences.
Really?
And you're like, okay, yep. But yeah, we ultimately, we're humans, and we just want to know about the human. That's
Yeah.
really what it comes down to.
That's it.
You
That's
know,
what
that's
we
more
care
interesting.
about. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, can you believe we have 336 members now of the group?
I know. Crazy
growing
how
so much.
fast that was actually in a
Let's
year.
celebrate.
Okay, you're always wanting, look at that. Look how quick he is to celebrate.
Well, we have to celebrate.
What are you looking for though?
So that corkscrew.
Tune. Los Cuernos. No corkscrew needed. What do you want? You want a rosé? Red. Another red. But you want Chardonnay, I'm sure.
Hey, this is
Pop that open.
It's funny though. I mean, I've been to other networking groups, and sure, they have their little mix that works for them, but it's like just having your pitch or your written down thing. It's like that's not the group. That's
Mhm.
maybe for a different type of networking
Right.
group. But like even just this past week, that woman going up there with her daughter
Yeah.
and mainly speaking about her own struggle and why she had her. It's
I
that's what
actually
people are
posted about
attracted
it. I posted.
Yeah, I saw that. That was
Yeah.
amazing.
the most loving experience to
Yes.
have like a 5-year-old daughter helping you with your presentation.
Yes.
Like how
Because she's showing her what to do. And that's what I'm saying. That's the modeling that I
Right.
hope that I inspire in my clients is that because
Yes.
that's what my mom did for me, which is what inspired me to go out there and do the thing, right? Indirectly, she wasn't trying. My mom was not an entrepreneur at all.
she was a good mom.
She scrubbed Chick-fil-A toilets. She was a teacher and she worked in my gymnastics gym. I mean, anything to make ends meet, she did. And so I'm like, yeah, bring your kids along the journey because that is actually the best education you can ever give someone.
Like your mom, I wonder if she knew like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna inspire my kids to be entrepreneurs, like parents who are so ingenuitive like that. It's like, we're gonna make it work. It's
Yeah.
like, that's what entrepreneurs are. It's like, we're gonna make it work.
Yeah, that's what
Let's
she was.
actually get
Exactly.
better and better.
It's true. Yeah. That's literally what she said. We're going to figure it out. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, we're going to figure it out.
That's amazing. And typically what tends to happen is, you can kind of play a victim and
Yeah,
just
right.
go with that whole narrative. But
Oh, of course.
the fact that she did that, yeah, and that's why I always tell people too. I mean, please, I know it's summer vacation. Bring your kids. If you bring your kids to the
Right.
group, that way we can show them what communities really
Right.
like. Because a lot of times, I grew up in a time where it was with an immigrant father that was just work. Work is everything. Don't worry about your feelings. Don't worry about having fun. Just work. But I knew I was different.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
And so I want to be able to show the kids, the next generation that, hey, this is what community is about. Let's help each other. We're not competing against each
No.
other. We're helping each other.
And being different is good. And I had to learn
Yeah.
this too because of my disability. When I couldn't read, write, speak, I was like, shit, like this is not good. Like I am really different. And they would put you in all those separate classes. So you really felt different then because they were isolating you, right?
Yeah.
And so I always took it as a negative.
Yeah. True.
But now I learned that being different is actually the biggest superpower
Yes.
because I
Huge,
think
huge,
so
huge.
different than every other person because I wasn't in the, hey, everything has to be this way because I had to figure it out and I had to do it differently.
Totally.
I love it.
And so being different, I think, is the thing that makes you unique.
Yeah.
That's why people,
Absolutely. You want to be
thank you.
different.
Yeah.
Definitely clip that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's true. Remember, people trying to make you feel smaller or like more quiet or to just sit there. It's like those people obviously didn't have the concept that you had at a young age of like, no, I can do more. I can't. I'm not going to listen to your shitty advice. I have more to life that I want to
But the
give
thing too is that, but I give them grace too, because that's the system. The
Right,
system's but
right.
right away.
We
As soon as
come to
you're
that.
you're constantly put in a box, and even
Right.
like the way they do the order, you have to raise your hand, you have to ask a question, everything. You're in alphabetical order. The system is set up so that you kind of comply, and you're in this bubble. So I give people that are like that grace, but I can tell you it's a lot more freeing when you embrace the uniqueness.
Yep.
Again, I was always, my report cards would always say, June has so much potential, but he can't sit still. He's too hyper. And
Mine said the same.
right. And so my father used to always say, I have ants in my pants. He used to always make me read a book, and he told me to highlight every word and then rewrite the words. I don't remember anything I read. All I did was just mimic it, right?
Yeah.
And so, but the thing is, what I didn't realize, now I do, is that my energy should have been put in a different way. It's a superpower. Now I can do multiple businesses. I can do multiple things. I can have a conversation with you, listen to another conversation, understand everything.
Right.
It's a superpower. But if you the thing is, I could have fallen into that whole trap of being, I'm Korean, supposed to be a doctor.
Right.
Could have been a doctor.
Right.
I wouldn't have been happy. So
Right.
it's like, be different. I mean, everything, just be different.
Right.
And
Yeah.
even you being in private practice and helping other people in private practice, it's still those people who are like, okay, I did the thing, I became a doctor, but now what? Do I have to work for somebody?
Yeah.
It's like, no, you don't have to work for somebody. You can have your own business.
No, I preach that a lot, because I think so many people think that they need mentorship or years out of school before they do it. And I'm like, this isn't it. You want to actually help patients and get them the results? Then let's start now. And I will help you. I will hold your hand. Let's go. I will coach you through the whole thing, because I see a lot of potential in so many people, and I see so much more than they see themselves. And it's just like, there's so much more to this. And if you just take the jump, if you just can jump, then I got you. But just please jump.
Right.
Yes. No, I love it. And the thing too is, what I'm seeing with all these coffees and what I'm seeing with the growth of the group is that I call it the Great Awakening. I feel like people have been so tired of being put in that box, living this life that they thought was going to be satisfying.
Yeah.
And now we're starting to see a lot of people. And I feel like that's why we have 8,100 people in the group, is because people are like, wait, something's not right. Like, I want to change something. So I feel like the future, I'm excited about the future, to be honest.
I think there's going to be way more entrepreneurs in the future.
Yeah.
Right.
100%. I think everyone's growing their personal brands.
Right.
I think everyone's now waking up and saying, man, maybe school isn't it for me. And that's 100% okay. And I think maybe parents are probably starting to say, yeah, maybe that actually isn't the best thing, And now, grow your own personal brand. Whatever you are passionate about, go with that first. That's what
Yes. I love it. I always tell people too, like, whatever like business you have, I'm like, you're the brand.
Yeah.
Could be anything.
100%.
You're the brand. And if people believe in you, they're going to buy your product.
Right. And
or
even,
your service.
And even if you pull yourself out of that company, you are still the brand.
Yes.
You are. You're still the face of it.
Yes.
Even if you're not physically in it. That's what I learned too.
Exactly. And that's what I always tell even people that work for corporate.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
I mean, you're working for, say, a corporate giant. Obviously, everything's kind of structured, but you could still set your brand apart.
Right.
So that people, if you do transition to another company, and if all you do is sell that company, you move to another company, now you got to resell it.
Right.
Versus you, all right, this is who you are. And that's why I always say, it's not sales, it's business development, it's relationships.
Exactly. Yeah. No. Yeah, it's amazing. So business is life. Just remember that. Business is life.
Love it. There's all these little tidbits we're going to have. We're going to be popping up on the screen. All right, we've done a great job of branding the group and Heart of the Matter. We've grown to close to 600 people. Now, how do we market this? How do we get out there? Do we do SEO? How do we get the news out there?
Coast News Group.
So then I guess, what's the best way for people to get in touch with you? How do they follow you? YouTube channel?
Yeah, so we have it all. At PelviBiz on Instagram, or we have a podcast also called PelviBiz Podcast. So it's PelviBiz. So it's just at PelviBiz, and you can find us on Instagram, every channel possible. YouTube, we put up a YouTube video every single day. I do long form video every single day. So we have lots of content. We do 1 episode a week. I think we have 250 episodes on PelviBiz podcast. So yeah, please consume.
Wow. And if you want to meet her in person, come to Feel Good Friday at Fox Point
I will
Farms.
be there.
Exactly.
She's there always. And, you know,
Always.
she'll wear, like the shoes that she wears then, they're
These are
like,
fun, too.
what are they called?
Those
The
are cute.
sneaker slash, what is that called again?
Sneaks.
Sneak.
Yes.
You'll see it. It's
Yeah.
actually pretty amazing.
Yeah.
So, you know, obviously, I think our audience is going to get a lot out of a lot of things you said. But if there's one thing you could tell,
Yeah.
like an entrepreneur that's kind of struggling,
Yeah.
like what would you say?
I would say believe in yourself and go for it, and really know that if you are struggling and you want to truly change your life, the best thing I would say is invest in yourself. And that could be a coach, that could be another mentor, that could be a person. But I can tell you the only reason why I went from here to here very quickly was because I decided to invest. And I invested in myself first, and then I started to invest in employees. And that is the only reason that, you know, I get to now live the life of my dreams.
Beautiful.
Wow. So how does someone navigate? Because there are a lot of coaches.
Oh, there are.
There are
Yes.
a ton of coaches.
Oh my God, yeah.
So how do you navigate the person that's best for you?
Yeah. So what I say is whoever you're looking at, whoever you're comparing, is do they have what you want?
Mhm.
Have they actually walked the journey that you want to walk? And ultimately, that's why I said, like, have they actually gotten to the level of a free schedule and, you know, financially they can do whatever? Like, have they gotten there yet? If that's what you want, then that's the coach. If they haven't and they've only hit, like, they're only maybe a step ahead or 2 steps, because a lot of coaches start coaching, and I get it. Like, I know that that's like, you can coach someone if you're a couple steps ahead, but have they actually experienced the whole gamma? And if they have, to me, that's my coach. I only want the best. And so it's like, have you actually done the thing that I want? Then you're my coach.
That's huge.
That is
I
huge.
think health practitioners should gravitate towards you for that reason specifically. It's like, sure, we all love, you know, Tony Robbins and yada yada,
Right.
but it's like, did they have a private practice that
Right.
they were able to scale and sell?
Correct.
That's what you
That's
do.
correct.
So I honestly look forward to meeting more people that I can introduce you to, because
Yeah.
especially women in private practice,
Right.
that's a looming question in the back, is like, how can I get out of my own private practice? It's like, well, somebody like you can do
Right.
it.
Right. And can I speak on that for one more thing?
Yeah.
Is that I hear so many women, they want to be able to hang out with their kids and they want to stay solo. And this makes me so upset, because when you are solo, guys, you are stuck to a treatment room, or you are stuck on Zoom if you grow online. We help both practices, online and in person. And so when you are stuck to a treatment room and your kid gets sick, or what happens if you get sick? All of a sudden you have 6 patients on your schedule that day, bam, $1,000 that you don't
Yeah.
have that day because everything freaking relies on you.
Right.
So I have to get you guys to dream bigger and think bigger, because
Yes.
most of you guys think that if I have a team, that's going to be more work and more responsibility on me, and that's actually not the case. The more that you scale, and I only know this because I've coached so many people and actually done it myself, is the least effort that you actually have to put in if you have the right systems in place. And so I think there's just this narrative that I only want to stay small because, like, I really want to hang out with my family. And the reality is, if it's just you, you're answering every email. So when your kid's sick, you got to be on your phone. At nighttime, you got to be on your phone because you don't have an admin helping you. Like, there's so many reasons of why you need to scale and not grow slowly, that it's urgent for you to grow so that you can actually spend time with your freaking kids, because every single person tells me that, but very few act on it. And so I really wanted to make that point.
I love it.
Because it's not just being solo. You have to be able to grow and scale.
Yes. No, I totally agree. I mean, it's that scarcity mindset. A lot of people, when they start a business, they're like, well, I want to maintain full control. I want to be able to get 100% of the profits. But what they don't realize, you can't scale. You can have 100% of everything, but you're still not going to grow. But if you get it put in the systems, hire your staff, hire admin, yes, maybe it'll be a smaller percentage, but now that's growing. And
You get all your time back.
Yeah.
And eventually you get profit. So how it works is like you have profit at first, but you have no time. That's phase 1. Phase 2 is your profit goes down and you start to get a little bit of your time back. Phase 3 is you get profit and you actually get your time back because now you have people working for you and you profit off that. So you have to hit all 3 phases, and most people just stay at phase 1.
Wow. Okay, this is, we'll have to do a workshop. We'll have to get some of the group members in it. This is amazing. We'll probably, actually, to be honest, we should do a video series on this. I think there's a lot of nuggets that you're saying that, again, it's people, they don't realize how easy it actually is to be successful and to scale.
That's right.
They just talk themselves out of it.
Right, because they're scared.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Okay.
Yeah, hiring is scary.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
I love this. Any big plans coming up for, I guess, your business, your practice, or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just here to hang out with the community, and I just really want to impact this community. I want to give. Guys, I'm on my 2nd company, and it's not about money for me anymore. It's about impact and like just doing stuff with like cool people. So for me, it's about like, I feel good when I'm able to help you guys. And so that's kind of, really my mission. And I really want to do, just keep impacting and make sure that we're all elevating each other. So
I love it.
Really
You've already done it. And again, she is a direct reason why the group is the group, because of that, again, that service. You want to help.
Yep.
Because the more everyone can succeed, anything and everything's possible if we work together. So thank you so much. Thank you for this time.
Thank you so much for having me.
So fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks again, guys. If you want to like and subscribe for the podcast, if you want to be on the podcast, reach out. And thank you again to our sponsors. If you're interested in sponsoring, reach out to us. See you next time. All right. It's official. The group's podcast incubator studios is ready. It's fixed. All we need is to soundproof the waiting area, because that's going to become an incubator where we can help businesses. We've helped 92 businesses get started with the group. We're going to kind of multiply that by having a location here and have activity here. The podcast studio here, content wall over there. So if you have products to shoot, I want you to tell your story. I do these 4 coffees intentionally with people every day because I love hearing the story. I want you to tell your story to the public. Let everyone connect with you by telling your story. You're not trying to reach 1 million people. You're trying to reach that one person that you hope you make an impact on. And the podcast is the perfect way. So we will have packages that are set up so it's turnkey, or if you just need the space, if you need guidance, whatever it is, we want to empower you. And we can't wait. A year from now, we're going to have this place full, different content, and we're going to tell everyone's story via the podcast and content. So again, looking forward to this. Reach out to me. Let's get this set up.